everyone. So today I am going to do a bit of creative journaling. I haven't done any creative journaling on camera for such a long time, probably like about a year and a half, I reckon. So that is the plan for today. I'm going to do some creative journaling, and some bits will be spoken, some bits will be sped up, and there we go. So at the weekend, last weekend, I went to Nottingham for my sister's birthday, and we went to a pub called Penny Lane, and it was amazing. It was like an old vintage retro arcade, but a pub. So it had got all the retro vintage arcade games. It had got like a Zoltar machine. It had got shufflepuck. It had got bar football. It even had an Arabian Derby. I mean, how cool is that in the middle of a pub? And we had cocktails, and I had a screwball cocktail. It was gorgeous. So it was such a fun weekend. So I want to document that. So I've got a couple of bits here that Cheryl gave me about being at the fair. So I'd quite like to use them somewhere, although that is quite big. So I don't really know how I'm going to do that. I might have to cut it down and do it in 2 bits, something like that. In fact, let's do that now. I mean, I hate doing this. I hate cutting things, but I need it to fit on my layout. There we go. So I can save that piece as well. Then this one is about ice cream, being as though I had a screwball cocktail. Gotta include that in the layout as well. There we go. So carousel I'm probably not going to use, so I'll put that to one side. Then I've got all these photographs that I took. We also went on the canal side as well, so I'll probably do a different page for that. And we went into a bar called the Pitcher and Piano. So yeah, it was at Nottingham, and it was just such a fun weekend. So I've got all my photos prepared, which I just printed out. I'm running out of ink, so they've all gone a bit pink, which is fine because that's what sort of layout I'm using. Then I'm going to be using lots of stuff from the Bonbons Kawaii Crafty Bonbons box. So these are some from the geometric kits. I'm going to be using those. And then these are some from the vintage kit and some of the neons. So I'm going to be using those. Then I'm also going to use a little bag that I got from the Lollipop box. And then some bits that I've saved from the hotel and tickets. So they're going to be used as well. So it's going to be a double page, 4 pages altogether. And then I've got this gorgeous waitress stamp as well that I'm going to hopefully use in the layout. So I'm just going to crack on, to be honest. As I said, some bits will be sped up, some bits won't. I don't know until after which bits are going to be sped up and which bits are not. So I'm not even going to say, right, I'm going to speed this bit up, because I don't really know which bit I'm speeding up. Okay, so I think we'll start with that there. And we'll leave a little space so that I can have some washi to give it a bit of colour. Now this notebook is lined, which is not ideal. It's one of the Prima notebooks that I've used as my creative journal. When it is finished, I will do a flip through of it so that you can see all the loveliness inside it. So let's have a look. How am I going to do this? Right. Do you know what? Yeah. So I think I'm going to use all the photos for this one, which are going to be from the actual bar itself. And my sister won a medal on the Arabian Derby, and then she swapped it as well. She also got 3 medals. So she ended up with a cute little duck that she won. So yeah, not a real duck, a stuffed duck, of course. So, right, I think I'm going to probably need a lot more pages than I'd anticipated. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I don't think I'm going to be able to fit much on, to be honest. Probably should have printed my pictures a little bit smaller. I'm just using Pritt Stick. I probably should have used one of those glue, I don't know what they call them, tape sealers. But you know, every time I get one, they break. And there's still loads of tape inside it. and they just break off, and it's really, really annoying when you pay like £4 for one or £5 for one and they're just crap. So, you know, I don't know whether the Stampin' Up ones are better. Everyone says they are, but that's because they're selling Stampin' Up products. Whether or not they are is another question, so I don't know. So these are the neon signs, and I just love them. Oh, they're so cool. And these are from the Crafty Bonbons box. So I'm just picking out which ones I want to use. So I'm going to save that one for the hotel page. Right, they are the ones that I want, not these ones. Maybe that one. Okay. Just thinking, because I need space to actually write as well, where I'm going to put everything. I think I'm going to save that one for the next page. When I'm doing these layouts, I really have no preconceptions of what I'm going to do, and I just stick. I don't plan anything in advance. That's kind of the person I am, although to be honest I am a massive planner. But then when it comes to creative journaling, I don't, and I don't really get why that is, because in my planner it's like meticulous. At school, at work, all my planning is like spot on. But when it comes to art, when it comes to creative journaling, I just kind of get on with it. And I think that's probably my creativity coming out a bit more. So this is the Zoltan machine, or Zoltan, or whatever it is. I'm not quite sure. Oh, it's going to cut my head off. It's not very good. Oh, I didn't plan that very well. Ah, there we go. Maybe that way, yeah. Yeah, so if you do go to Nottingham, do make sure that you try and get down to this bar. It is such a fun bar. I absolutely loved it. The whole family really, really enjoyed it. It was such a good night out. I mean, it's quite expensive, the bar. It's not cheap. Cocktails were like £7.50, but the atmosphere there was superb. It was brilliant. I'm not going to be able to fit as many photos on as I thought. I've still got 2 left, and they are not going to fit unless I do some choppy. And I might be able to get them to fit somehow, but I doubt it, to be honest. It's not looking like it's going to fit, even chopped down. You see, it does fit there, but it cuts off the bottom of the ice cream bit, but that's not a problem. I do need to remember to get some printer ink on payday so that everything's not printing pink. For this layout, as I said, it's fine that it's printed pink because everything is pink and sort of neon, so I'm happy with that anyway. Now I'm putting food. We didn't actually have food there. We had food earlier at a different place. So actually, no, I'm going to leave that. I'm not going to put the food. I'm just going to do this as the drinks. Okay, I'm back with washi tape. I've got a whole mixture of different ones, all pretty colours. So I'm going to save the green for the next page. And I'm going to have a go with these ones, I think, because they're quite nice. They sort of fit with the geometric theme as well. If I can find the end of the tape. So So do bear with me. I've got acrylic nails on, but they've been on for about 2 months and they're all snapping off, and yeah, it is making my life hell at the minute trying to deal with my nails. It's not ideal. So this is just really brightening up the page, adding a bit more sort of colour to the page, and just sort of tying everything together and finishing everything off really. You see I've still got to do some writing in there as well. And do you know what? I've not used washi tape for such a long time, and I've just had a look at what I've got, and I've got tons and tons and tons, and I need to start using my washi tape. I keep saying this all the time, that I need to use it in my planners and just generally just use it. Just really use my washi tape. It is a neglected area at the minute. And whenever I use it, I do really like it. I'm like, oh, why am I not using my washi tape? Get it used, girl. Get it sorted. Right, so these geometric stickers fit really well actually with this layout that I'm doing, so that's quite nice. Right, okay, so that's the basics done and dusted. So now what I need to do is make everything stand out a bit more and outline things, and you know, just generally make things a bit prettier, make things a bit more bold, make them stand out. So I'm using a Unipin fine liner, and I love these pens. They are my favourite pens for journaling and for art, because they can go over your artwork as well, and they just make things stand out a bit more when you're adding a little border to things, but not in a sort of too much way, just in a nice kind of subtle way like that one. This is one of them where it's gonna go a bit manky, but you know, all the fun of the fair and all that doesn't really matter if it's dead neat. It just sort of adds a bit of personality if it's not neat, I think. Okay, so I want to add here where we stayed, but I'm not sure that this pen is going to cut it, and I'm not sure it's going to stand out enough, so I might need to use a Sharpie. Let's see. Yeah, okay. Okay, so Knott's May 19, and it's Penny Lane bar. Well, I don't know if I go through this, if that's gonna go through. It might bleed through, so I'll use a different pen now. I won't use a Sharpie. So I think we'll go with the blue Papermate Inkjoy Penny Lane. And it's weird that it's called Penny Lane, because we do like to get to Liverpool each year, and we haven't been since my 40th, and I'm now nearly 43, so I am missing Liverpool. Oh. Fingers crossed that they have some planner events there in the next year or so. It is my favourite city. But that said, we did have a brilliant night at Nottingham. I'm only 12 miles from Nottingham, so it's not far. But we did stay in a hotel as well. Okay, I think I'm going to add a bit of blue. Oh, no, I wished I'd not done that. the blue's too dark and it's like completely gone in with the colour. Never mind. Never mind, they say, never mind. Right, a bit more washi, I think. What on earth is going on with this washi tape? What the hell is that? Oh, it's got a peel off thing on it, look. I have never seen that before in my life. That is so weird, I don't like it. Help, help. Oh my God. What the heck? Wow, that is weird. Have you ever seen washi tape like that? That's bizarre. Really bizarre. Right, I think we'll have some overlap on this one. And it will just help to stick everything down as well. That can overlap that, that's fine. I don't mind a bit of layering. So Arcade Bar in the Lace Market, Nottingham. Wow, it was brilliant. Right, so there we go. That is my page completed. There we go, nice and simple. Didn't take very long at all. And it's just quite quirky. And I think the bits from Bon Bon's Kawaii, these neon signs, really, really stand out. And the bits that I got from Cheryl as well, which might also be from Bon Bon's Kawaii, actually. I don't really know, but they do those sort of things. So, and I know Cheryl shops there a lot, so maybe they are from there as well. I think that looks really cool. I'm liking it quite a bit. So I'm going to move on to the next page, which is the page before, because obviously we went down in the daytime. So for this one, it's more about the actual journey, the holiday itself, the daytimey bits. So I'm just going to pick out some bits and some of the bars and things. We went by the canal, which was lovely. Pitter and Piano, if you've never been there in Nottingham, is a converted church which they've made into a bar, and it is beautiful. And just look at that. That is the piano outside with all the flowers. It's stunning. So there's going to be these photos that I'm not using. They're from Pitter and Piano and Pit and Pendulum, which is like a gothic bar, which is again another really, really cool bar if you've never been to Nottingham. I'm supposed to be doing journaling. I'm telling you about bars in Nottingham, but you know. Right, so I've got quite a few bits that I want to use in this layout. So I'm going to start with this because that is the sort of basis of everything that I'm going to use. I might actually use a paper pad for this as well. I should have done that on the last one. I should have used that one. That would have gone really nice underneath, but I didn't think. So I think we're going to go with a green theme. Let's have a look. There is green paper. Can't do anything with these nails. That's pretty. So I'll take that one out. And again, paper pads. I've got so many and I really need to start using them. But I just hoard them. I really, really hoard them and don't end up using them. And I really should, because the layouts look so much prettier when I am using them. Right, I think that one is going to go over and that one is going to go under. Yeah, this is the issue, you see, with having a lined notebook. I wouldn't normally do my creative journaling in a lined notebook. But it was one I got at PlannerCon, and I just, it's a couple of years ago, and I just thought, you know what, just use it, because I like the book. Yeah, it's going to be upside down, but who cares? I don't mind. My pages generally always have something that's upside down. It seems to become like a little trademark of mine now. And it's a bit wonky, but I can fix that with washi tape and with things that are going to be stuck over it anyway. So I'm going to stick the bag down now, I think. Don't know why, but I always like bags to be on the right hand side. Little pockets. So it's a bag. and it's going to be a little pocket because I've cut it a little bit out there, look, so that I can put things in it. So I think I'm going to have the Holiday Inn Have a Great Stay. That's going to go in there. So yeah, right. This is so nice, the geometric stuff from Bonbons Kawaii, Crafty Bonbons, sorry, it's Bonbons Kawaii and Crafty Ali. So I keep saying Bonbons Kawaii, but it's, yeah, Crafty Bonbons. And I will put a link to their shop where you can buy their boxes, because they have some amazing stuff. And there was also a link up there to my last video where I did an unboxing of their goodies, and that is beautiful as well. Now this card, I just love that. Take a break, fresh coffee as always. So do you know what, I think I'm just gonna put that in there like that because I like it. It's pretty and it sings to me. Right, yeah, I think we're going to go with that one next. So this is the piano one. I wonder how many pictures of this there are on Instagram. I bet there's so many because it's such a pretty piano. I know when I took it, it went on Instagram. Probably should have put them in after. Right, I'm just going to cut this one down a little bit. I'll leave that for the header, I think. Maybe put that there like that. Whoops. Ticket. I think the ticket can go in there, you know. Train ticket. I'm not sure about that being in there because I quite like it. So that's the picture in piano. So that needs to go on there like that. Do you know what? I haven't saved myself enough pages for this journal, for this journaling, because I've still not even done the hotel yet. And I'm not going to be able to do the hotel on this page, I don't think. So I've still got all this, motel, the Holiday Inn sign. I've got some pictures from a brochure as well, and some pictures that I took. I don't think that that is going to happen, to be honest. Picture of me and my mum. That one's me and my sister, whose birthday it was. So it was the 34th birthday. And the reason we went there, because it's not a special birthday, but she was going to the races the day before and she was already staying there. So we thought, well, if you're already staying there, why don't we all stay there and come down the day after, which is what we did. And it was lovely. It was really nice. I really enjoyed it. Lovely weather last weekend. I did get a tan actually. If it wasn't for the wind, it would have been amazing. It was a really nice day, really nice. So this washi tape, it's like a palm, and I don't really know where I got it from. I think I picked it up on a swap table, and I'm sure that it is one of the expensive washes from one of the expensive kits. Yeah, I don't actually know where it's from. But it is, look at that, it's pretty. When you've been gluing and everything just sticks to your hands, that's kind of what's happening. And I've also been painting earlier as well with acrylic, so I have got blue all over me. I'm trying to put that on as a lid. You know, that just doesn't, I think we'll stop there. Right, so there's my page. I'm really liking that. It's very pretty. So I'm just going to add a little bit of title to it. Right, so there we go. Do I need to, yes, let's add a bit of border to this. So again, it's going to be a messy border just around the edge to highlight it, to bring it out. Okay, so that's my 2 pages of layouts of my creative journaling, and you can hardly even tell now that it's a lined notebook. So really, for creative journaling, you can use whatever you want, and I'm loving how chunky it is now as well. So as I said, I will do a flip through of this at a later date. So I will put the lollipop box and Crafty Bonbons shop, which you can get the stuff at Bonbons Kawaii or Crafty Alley, so I'll put the links to those below as well. So there we go, hope you enjoyed it. Do have a lovely Sunday, and I will see you very shortly. Bye.